You can learn it, but you're never going to be a good climber. That's the same on the cobbles. You can be in the front, but if the rear guy is going full on the cobbles, you're dropped. That's it, that's Paris Roubaix. You have to think about yourself and your team. Just about yourself and forget the rest. Don't think about anybody. If somebody crashed, you have to jump over him. That's Paris Roubaix. You want to be that hero of the day. Of course you're thinking about other heroes. Roger de Vlaming has won five times. Eddie Merckx, plenty of heroes. That day you have to think about yourself. All the riders have difficult problems after Paris Roubaix. Especially for the prostate, the impact. The first thing that you do here when you arrive is to try to do a pee. It's hurt a lot.
Paris-Roubaix actually begins in Compiègne, about 80 kilometres to the north of Paris. It then heads north through various cobble sections, the first section coming after about 100 kilometres, before reaching the notorious zone of the famous crossing of the forest of Arenberg, a zone which tends to influence who wins the day. But even when they've crossed the forest, there's still 100 kilometres to ride.
S'en coiffe comme de l'héroïque, irrésistible mais contenu par sa petite raison virile en foudre, soucieux, expiatoire et pubère, muet, rire, que si la lucide
and lordly crest of vertigo on the invisible brow, sparkles, then shades. A slim, dark tallness. Every thought expresses a throw of the dice.
The line advanced.
Let me show you. The Germans are on the retreat. Look, all the way from Compiègne. All the way up. What else? Roubaix. We're nearly at Roubaix. Oh.
The master beyond former calculation, where the lost maneuver with the age rose, implying that formerly he grasped the helm of this conflagration of the concerted. Horizon at his feet, that readies itself, moves and merges with the blow that grips it, as one threatens fate and the winds. I like that. As one threatens fate and the winds.
As one threatens fate and the winds!
You know, that Paternoster had a history behind it.
Ta gronde totale en formation, veillant, tout en roulant, brillant et méditant, avant de
Cold with neglect and desuetude. Not so much, though, that it fails to enumerate on some vacant and superior surface.
It was my last training before I was leaving to Benidorm for the World Champions. I want to do 3 hours a normal training. He wants that I stop, but I never stopped on training. I was always focused for my training. He said to me, "Your leven is in gevaar." That means your life is in danger. On that moment, he get out that Paternoster, and he said to me, "Keep it. It protects you." I'm really afraid to believe in such kind of things. In the evening, the day before, I put my Paternoster in my shoes because I prepare always the day before everything. Paternoster was always in the left side.
Et chaque année, dans notre forêt, il y a 20 000 personnes. Résultat, peu de champignons.
When you are at the end of this zone and nothing's happened, everybody is happy. You don't win the race here, but you can lose the race here.
I did 8 times to Paris-Roubaix. One time was very difficult. So this year should be also very, very bad on the cobblestone. So I think with bad weather, when it's wet, it's harder. It's also more flat tires and also more crashes. We shall see this evening.
You have to go full over here, otherwise it's better you don't do Paris-Roubaix. It's always a sprint to take the entry. We're going too fast. It was very slippery. So the first 2 riders going too fast, that was the problem. We don't have the control on the bike. I was saying to myself, I have to do something because we're gonna crash. And on that moment we crashed already.
Somebody's gone down already, Phil, and this is going to be the start of the massacre of the Arenberg forest, because there are riders all over the place there. But it looks as if Johan Museo and Stefano Zanini have disappeared. I think they too have gone down in the crashes.
And indeed, Museo has fallen and apparently has stopped on the roadside. He has a knee injury. That's all we know at the moment. But it looks as though Museo is in big trouble. That chaos is in the forest of Arenberg.
You don't imagine how bad it is, but after a half a minute or a minute, then you feel the pain, and then you look to the knee, and then you see the bone. I know already from the start that I forgot my Paternoster.
Ce serait pire, non davantage, ni moins, indifféremment. Mais autant le hasard. Choix, la plume rythmique suspend du sinistre, s'ensevelir aux écumes originelles. Naguère d'où sursauta son
We are
délire
tough, we are hard. We can feel more pain than
Choix, la plume
anybody
rythmique
else.
suspend du sinistre, s'ensevelir aux écumes originelles. Naguère d'où sursauta son délire jusqu'à une cime, flétrie par la neutralité identique du gouffre.
I didn't know yet it was broken. They tell me it was broken in 4 pieces, but you don't know on that moment you crashed in the shit of a horse, because the days afterwards, when I have already the infection, couple days later, when the professor was talking to my family and say, probably today we're gonna amputate the leg. That day they have the Pater Noster with them, and in the evening it wasn't necessary to amputate my leg.
A throw of the dice, never. Even when truly cast into the eternal circumstance of a shipwreck's depth, can be only the abyss, raging, whitened, stalled.
The professor said to me, it's gonna be impossible to ride with the bike again. So I say, we will see. What I can say about the Pater Noster, I give it to somebody, my last race. I never say to nobody to who I give it. So today I don't say as well that I give it to